is where we hooked up our bicycles and hung our wet bathing suits. These dwellings were used for the staff to live in. And here in the open space there was room for volleyball, there was room for tai chi, qigong, all the things that the staff were inspired to afford the people who stayed in this. It's an old life-saving building that used to house the boats that were hauled out in emergencies to rescue shipwrecks off the south shore of Nantucket. So these flanking sides with the steeply pitched roof were where the boats were stored. But in the days when it was a youth hostel, this is the dining area. Actually, there was a sitting area right here where there were comfy chairs and magazines to read. And then in the middle, you led into a kitchen, and upstairs were the rooms. And the girls' room was such that you could climb up into the lookout chamber at the very top by ladder. So sadly now this property during COVID was sold by Hustling International. It was sold to a buyer at a price that even the Land Trust couldn't compete with. The Land Trust or the Nantucket Conservation Foundation were all bidding for these properties because they're adjacent to other land bank and other conserved properties. So it made sense, and also the housing is something that is desperately needed by so many institutions that are small and struggling, like the preservation institutions on this island. In any case, this hostel afforded the pilgrims of the world a chance to see this rarefied landscape at a cost that they could afford. And now it is no more, and there's really no way to affordably come to Nantucket and stay and see the beauty of this, the natural beauty of this island, as well as the cultural history. So not only was it sold at an unbelievably high price, but now we learned that that buyer in turn is now selling it for an even higher rate. The building, we believe, its landscape is landmarked, so the outside cannot be changed, but the inside can, and there are all sorts of ways I'm sure that developers can get around these constraints. In any event, it's with great sadness that I filmed this property. I've come back to pay homage to a place that has been very spiritually rewarding, and a place to connect with nature that you can't find. So it's boarded up, but you can still feel the spirit and the remarkable architecture. I mean, it's just a place that everyone should have a chance to lay their head in, walk in and out of those doors, or walk to the dunes and to the south shore of this island, Nantucket. Thanks for listening.